In a previous video, we created a purchase order from an estimate, and we created a purchase order directly from the budget within the project. Now we want to bill against that purchase order and see how it impacts the budget. So we'd first go to the Commitments tab, we'd locate our purchase order and click Create Purchase Bill. This is going to pull up all the quantities from the purchase order, and I can adjust the quantities. That will update the quantity remaining. It will update the total cost of the bill. I can also deselect any items. So in this example, we received the first 3 items, but the second 2 items are still outstanding. They weren't delivered on this particular day. Now I'd click Next. If we received a bill, I could upload that bill. I can adjust the transaction date, the due date, confirm the quantities. If there's retainage, I can withhold the retainage. In this example, there's not any retainage here. I'm going to click Save. And now we have a partially received purchase order that has a balance of $3,194 of the total $31,944 that it started with. Now if we go over to the budget, you'll see that we now have a $28,750 cost that has hit the budget. And if you expand this out, you can see it specifically hit the Materials tab, the $31,944 in committed cost, which was a subset of the total costs available. You could click on the expense. That would pull up the transaction details. If there was multiple, you would see all those transactions here. In this case, there's just the one purchase bill. We click on the purchase bill, and now you can see the individual line items, the quantities that were received. If there's any sort of error, the project manager can now communicate back to the office. So in this example, we know that Amber is the accounts payables clerk, and we can notify her if there was incorrect quantities or something entered. So in this example here, I left a note advising that we only received 20,000 of the 25,000 that shows as received, and Amber would get an email with a notification of this, and she can go update that bill, and then of course the budget would be updated from there. So within CrewCost, you can create purchase orders, bills. Those are going to impact your budget. And you can communicate between the front office and the back office so everyone's singing from the same sheet of music. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks and have a great day.